What's good? What's happening? How y'all doing out there? I hope everybody's out there feeling great, feeling blessed. Appreciate y'all for tuning in. Y'all know what it is. It's your boy, Trot Wham. Wham OG on Twitter. Wham Talk Wednesdays. We live. We back. We in here. We live. You know what I'm saying? From, a nice spot out here in California. I'm chilling. I'm posted. I feel good. How y'all feeling out here today? You know what I'm saying? What's good with you, my jock? Or, Ryan, KC, what's happening with you, my guy? What's up with you, bro? You know what I'm saying? You already know what it is. I appreciate you, my G. What's up with you, Big Ragu? What's up with you, man? Hey, appreciate y'all for tuning in. Y'all know what it is. Just trying to get, trying to be safe out here, y'all. Man, I hope y'all doing the same thing. Hope everybody being safe. My people, my family out there, you know what it is. It's Wham Talk Wednesdays, man. It's a lot to talk about today, y'all. It's a lot to talk about. We got the snitch hotline shit going on. That's funny, right? That's a lot of fun. We got some positives, some not positives, that may be positive. You know what I mean? We got some of those going on today. We could get right into it. We got the lines moving. There's some opening lines that's out there right now. Offshore, a lot of the things that we do is kind of like offshore, maybe at Vegas here and there, you know what I mean? But for the most part, we're trying to get to this paper. Look like the lines are all out, they got some nice lines all the way up to August 1st, probably even more than that. So we're able to look at lines ahead of games, look aheads and everything. So they're look ahead spots here. It's very interesting, you guys. It's very interesting. I'm feeling excited. I told my wife this morning, I feel excited. Not even just because of the show today, just because, it's really about to happen, guys. Like next week, we're going to have scrimmages. We're going to have real interaction with other players. You're going to be able to see, things being implemented, like first thing first. These guys are trying to get off and running. A lot of these teams. It's very interesting, man. What coach is going to fall? What coaches are going to, shine right now? Who weren't able to come? The Ryan Hollins thing. For the Lakers, he was like I would say he was put in and inserted into the coaching staff as the defensive coordinator or something like that. They kind of want to say, like, in the press or whatever. But Ryan Hollins not being able to, it's not that good for us. I don't really like that idea. But you see my hat. Y'all see this. Y'all see what it is. Shout out to the Lakers. Shout out to everybody that Laker fans out there. We've been going through it, y'all. I think we got one, though. We might have one this year. This might be really our chance to make this shit happen. I'm a big Laker supporter this year. You guys already know. I don't think we're going to win the first game, though, y'all. Keep it 100 with you. I don't think we're going to win the first game, though. And the reason being is because, we look at this line movement. Line movement is already telling you that. That's the initial thought. First initial thought. Lakers gonna lose the first game, Damn, I know that shit sucks. The NBA's back, but damn, I'm thinking the Lakers gonna take an L first game. First game, get their ass whooped. It's only right? Then the media has something to talk about. It's gonna be all over the fucking place. Clippers really are the best team in LA. Oh man, can't wait to see the homie expression. I got a friend. Me and him made an actual bet against Lakers and the Clippers, going back and forth. You know what I mean? Like. Whenever they play each other, it's an automatic fade. We are automatically going at each other. So it's gonna be interesting. I think he gonna cash though. I think he gonna cash. And I'm giving it out to the bro. I think he's gonna cash the first one, bro. And then look at the line movement. It opened up at a pick'em. Some places still got it at the Lakers -1.5. Some of these places, man, they got it at +1 though. +1 Lakers. I'm telling you. That's probably the one. First thing, Clippers might be the first play. You know what I mean? Really, the first play might be the Pelicans, but we'll go there later. But I'm just go ahead and say it, man. Maybe the Lakers might lose the first game, man. And that shit fucked up, bro. I don't want to say it, but that might be the case. I think I said it last 2 weeks ago. That's how I was feeling, and starting to play out like that, so I think that's probably might be the play. But I'm not on anything yet. Come on, guys. We got to be very smart right now. We don't want to make any crazy-ass bets. people are being tested positive. People are not being tested positive. Come on, man, y'all, chill out. Let's see what's going to happen. They got scrimmages next week. Get to see scrimmages. Like a best in WNBA next week. There's all type of shit you could do next week. You know what I mean? The baseball is going to be back. Chill, chill, chill. We've been waiting this long not to just go crazy on a few line movements, a few things going on here, but I'm saying, man, maybe the Clippers, the first chance that you might, they might be the first play I make, bro. But going into here as well, I did hint around. I do like New Orleans against Utah. I see how I breezed over the Clippers winning that. I didn't really want to break that all the way down, but I just told you guys, yeah, that's probably where I'm going. That's it. I'm not going to say anything else. But Utah and New Orleans here. Utah and New Orleans, man, they're opening up here at -1.5 for New Orleans. This was considered to be a home game for them, but obviously, come on now, there's nothing at home in any of these games. Let's look at this. Let's look at this, though. Let's look at this. New Orleans are looking great. They're looking great, like in practices, as far as like them coming back in shape. I even see Brandon Ingram look a little bit bigger. You know what I'm saying? I even see BI look a little bit bigger. So I'm like, all right, let me see what's going on here. Obviously, Lonzo is going to be a phenom. We're going to see that regardless. And that's just how I'm looking at them coming into this bubble. Their chance to possibly get into the AFC is, we all knew they were going to get some sort of a favorable matchup going into this situation. And the fact that they're playing twice, the team that they're going to head up against, I think that's a little advantage their way because they match up really well against that team. And then we could really talk about a few other these teams like Sacramento. We're going to break down Sacramento a little bit later on. I think Sacramento is one of those teams that just been getting the hardest situation left and right. First off, they've hired, they hired Luke Wall and he benched fucking Buddy Hield. We all went crazy. We all went crazy on those two things. But then, you start to see them kind of pick it up a little bit. Them getting Marvin Bagley back is interesting as well with Sacramento. I don't want to go too far on it, but I think they might have a chance. But New Orleans, man, they're looking really good at practice. Like I said, Lonzo doing his thing. Always going to be able to, move the ball, do his there. But you're looking at Zion losing that little weight, getting a little bit stronger. Man, I don't know, bro. I don't know. I want to see this. A lot of these teams or a lot of these players, I think they came out already, like Kuzma saying that they're going into this season thinking this is a second season. This is not the same season that they had. You know what I mean? Like they had enough time to get out, do their own little thing, and then as far as get into this point that they're getting to back into season mode and everything, and possibly playoff mode for a lot of these teams. This is probably one of those things that they're like, hey, this is a whole nother playground. We just get to resume the season. So I think it's going to be interesting to see in the mindset of some of these players, like the Grizzlies. They're really coming in here with a lot of fresh, pushing in a lot of things together. Justin Winslow never played with the Grizzlies. Like, you know what I mean? So the fact that he's going to be able to play, then he's going to be a great addition to them. I think it's going to be very interesting to see and how they progress. It's going to be very interesting to see how, the Sacramento Kings, how they're going to be able to rebound. Now let's go into like another point of the news. Now, there is the snitch hotline going around, right? There is a snitch hotline going around. That was one of the things that was in the memo between the NBA and the players union. They had the snitch hotline. And everything was, in there about like, hey, if you see anything out of hand, call this number. But obviously, we all thought like, hey, I'm pretty sure some of you guys already thought like, hey, this is possibly going to be used as a vantage point. Like, hey, I'm going to call in on these guys, get them out of this picture or get somebody 10-day quarantine. You know what I mean? Now you got 10 days. Bam. That's some fucked up shit, right? But if you really think about it, obviously we've seen, we kind of thought that was going to possibly happen. Now, all this shit then came out as Chris Paul was the person that called the few times to snitch on somebody. The people that really end up getting caught recently was Richard. Richard from Sacramento. He's one of those big dudes that they need. Holmes. Bro, Holmes, they need you, bro. They need you out there. You know what I'm saying? They need you and Marvin Bagley to pair up. They don't. They really don't want to throw Harry Giles out there. I'm like, that shit is crazy though. Harry Giles, you feel me? We all know he's a phenom. You know, phenom there. But at the same time, they're gonna definitely. I heard Luke Walton say he's definitely going to relie on Marvin Bagley and Giles moving forward because obviously he doesn't have Holmes because this motherfucker crossed the picket line. He crossed the picket line, bro. It ain't the picket line, but he crossed the line, bro. The freaking barrier that gets you now 10 days. Not only are you getting those 10 days, you're looking at these tests that they're doing right now, right? The test that they're doing for the coronavirus test, they're going in the nose a little bit, you know, not really going all the way in. They're moving it around, going through the mouth, you know what I'm saying, getting the oral swabs, right? They're doing that. And then from there on, that's it. They just, all right, pretty sure you go ahead, wash your hands, sanitize, get out of here. Now, since he walked across, this motherfucker, now he got to get the big one that go all the way up to your brain. Now he getting tested for real. Now that makes me, that's the first thing I think of is a light bulb in my head, y'all. Now I definitely have to get this out of the show. I had a light bulb in my head. Like now he has to get the real invasive test. That just means that this test really fucking works. Like, you know what I mean? Like the one that goes all the way up your nose, that's the one that really works. There's new shit that they trying to implement, you know, they do go around your nose and through your mouth, you know, kind of test them. But the one now you go across, now you get the big one. Like, what? That don't make sense. That don't add up. So that light bulb hit my head. I'm like, okay, this is crazy. These motherfuckers out here, you know, getting punished for going across the line. Obviously, you're gonna get those 10 days, but now you get the switch of the whole test. The whole test of testing the coronavirus is now whole changed. You're getting in the big one now. First thing I thought about was like, damn, that's deep. But let's go in near her there. You know what I'm saying? Near her there. What's up with you, Drew Martin, my guy? What's happening with you, G? You know what I mean? I appreciate you, bro. Big Ragu up in here. He said the NBA was first shut down. Hopefully, the first one, you know, hopefully it'll be back. You know, but the girl already came out and said that it's gonna get shut down again because they already invited her. And that was another snitch case right there. So we could go into that as well as the snitch hotline. People think it's Chris Paul because I guess the people like worded this day, whoever was snitching. I mean, it's just so crazy. This is so bizarre. People don't got shit else to do. They making these stories up, man. This bubble life stuff is nice. And I came up with a hashtag too. So when it's time for me to actually make official plays, not only am I gonna put Wham Talk and all that official shit, I'm gonna put Wham Bubbling. That way we can just track all these bubbling shit. We're gonna give out the actual tracking on these players. I think this shit might be pretty fucking funny. Wham Bubbling is gonna be the new hashtag that I'm fucking with right now. So I made that decision last night just randomly, but shout out to the person that gave me that idea. I appreciate you, bro. The healthy Portland here. We in one of those teams. We already kind of discussed that. You know, Sacramento, they have it pretty bad here. They got a few positive tests in Harrison Barnes. We didn't really speak on that. Harrison Barnes got tested positive, so he's out. We really want him to get into the playoffs, shave his fucking beard. We really want that to happen. But, you know, it might not be looking too easy for him. Buddy Hill, he's already back already, you know what I mean, he's doing his thing. But he tested positive for the coronavirus. So I'm thinking that the people that test positive, you're probably not going to see them test positive again, especially if the test is just going around the nose and, you know, in the mouth. You know what I mean? Maybe come on, let's add it up here, people. So looking at their, you know, they got some positive tests there. They just got Jabari Parker. He tested positive. I think he's going to be able to come back. Some of these players are going to be able to come back. That's why this Russell Westbrook news about him testing positive, he's coming back. I mean, they have more than like 2 days. He's just possibly going to miss some of these. He's probably going to miss some of these, you know, scrimmages that's going to happen next week. A lot of these scrimmages start next week. He's going to miss some of those, but, you know, he's coming back. That's how you really look at it here. Look at a big Ragu come out here and say, no snitching, bro. Like, for real. Like, the people that be out here telling, why? And I feel like, let's look at the Kelly Oubre shit. Kelly Oubre was on Twitter. He said, hey, you know, you guys in the NBA in the bubble, you guys could go to Postmates and you could check out, you know, DoorDash and They could meet you at the thing. I know the situation. He's not there though, right? He's not there. He says that, oh boy, like it seemed like it was sequenced. Like he did that shit. Like he called this person. Like, oh, probably seen it on Twitter. Like, oh shit, he's right. Fucking ordered some shit, crossed the line, got some Chinese food or some shit, which was probably fucking amazing. Hopefully he ate the shit. Like, didn't nobody report that part. Hopefully he ate the food. Hopefully he ate the food. Like, if you're gonna go through this 10-day shit, you know what I mean? Hopefully you eat the food, bro. Like, hopefully they didn't like, hey, stop you at the damn gate. Like, hey, nah. Throw that shit away. Get your ass in this room. Hopefully they didn't do my man like that. Hopefully he was able to eat that food, enjoy that food, and it was like, damn, I got 10 days now. You know what I mean? Like, shit, fuck. You know what I mean? Hopefully that was the case. Hopefully that was the case. Like, let's go, my guy Holmes. Like, did you eat the food? Make sure you put that out there, bro. If you can see this, put that out there. Did you eat the food before they catch you? Like, you know what I'm saying? That happened? Before they caught you, did it, you know? Come on. Hey, man, I really am high on New Orleans. I'm really feeling like Sacramento probably have a little situation that they got to force, you know, Marvin Bagley out there. Got to play a lot of minutes. You know what I mean? They don't really got no big man like that. And, you know, let's see how this work out. But, you know, they do got Harry Giles, and you'll see how that works. You know, that's going to be interesting as well. That's going to be interesting to seeing how Sacramento, Luke Walton be able to coach this team. But going into these next couple lines here, you guys. Now, we already spoke on the Lakers, Clippers. I'm leaning kind of like towards the Clippers there for sure. New Orleans, I'm leaning on the 2.5 on New Orleans. I feel like New Orleans may be able to I think New Orleans may be able to, you know, get that line a little bit deeper into like the threes there. So you might want to get on the now. So I might be pulling the trigger on some shit, you know, pretty soon, really quick. I'm not really, you know, too quick to do it. Just like I said before, we've been waiting this whole time, guys. We've been waiting this whole time. Let's not go too crazy and start just shooting at all these damn bets. Let's be smart and take it one game at a time, cap every game through. And if we really like really capping these games, we're just kind of going into this like which ones I'm really feeling like is going to come in with a little bit more assertiveness. Which team, what narrative is what's going to play out? You know what I mean? That's how I'm looking at these games. Like these games, you really can't really cap like that, in my opinion, because there's so much shit adding on to these people even getting new players not even be able to be spotted. I haven't seen like Marquise Morris is not even be able to spot it, like being on the damn yet. Some of these players haven't even been reported yet. People being quiet. They're not being, you know, everything is out there. Like Big Ruggs would say, there's some false positives out there. It's just chill out. We ain't making no crazy moves. But I am going to talk about what I've been itching to do lately, and it's to bet the Boston Celtics to come out of the Eastern Conference at plus. And I didn't want to like come out there and say like, well, I already been giving all about them leads. Like these might be the plays that you might see coming up. You know what I'm saying? The only thing that really bothers me with this Boston Celtics shit though is that Gordon Hayward, like I said, you know, a lot of these guys, you know, they've been planning out this offseason to be some sort of, you know, real offseason. So the fact that Gordon Hayward, you know, probably even planned out his pregnancy with his wife, you know what I'm saying, to have his baby in like September range, like, you know, around the time that the fucking I get the Eastern second conference finals is like around the second round is. So that's the only thing that's bothering me right there. The fact that he's going to be gone for a few games, you know, in the midst of the second round, and that might be a real tough team that the Celtics is playing. So that's the only thing that stopped me there. But I really feel like the Boston Celtics definitely getting some good value right now, and we're looking at value here. That's probably where it's at to them coming out the East. I'm not that high on the Bucks. They're really one trick pony. You know what I'm saying? They one trick pony. If you figure that shit out, that shit figured out. You know what I mean? Even though they got all these different weapons, they do have, you know, Brook Lopez, who's the biggest X factor of the whole Eastern Conference Final probably. If he played balling out, like, you know what I mean, it's gonna happen. Have we seen that shit? You know what I'm saying? Like, have we seen it? No, we haven't. So let's not expect that we should. So I'm looking at this. The Bucks may be great early on, but they might phase out, and when it matters most. So I'm thinking that might be the case. Maybe able to make some cash out of it. You know what I'm saying? And that's probably it. And but that's kind of my leans right there. First off, I'm leaning New Orleans Clippers and taking that Eastern Conference winner, Boston Celtics. That shit seemed like just too easy. Too not too easy, but like just it's just like no brainer to me. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I should just definitely put a little bit on it. Not too crazy. Just put a little bit on there, see what that shit do. You know what I mean? Maybe be able to guide my best through there. You know what I mean? Maybe not, who knows? But that's how I'm literally feeling on there. Even though, like I said, Gordon Hayward, he's having a baby coming out, probably in the second round. That shit might be a little scary right there. But they could possibly pull it off if they get a favorable matchup like, Indiana or I don't know shit. But I'm just saying, you know what I'm saying? Looking at Victor Oladipo as well. That's something I didn't write down, but Victor Oladipo was kind of one of those first known people that saying like, he won't be able to make it, or the team coming out saying that he really won't be able to make it or play. He actually came out recently saying that he is trying to make a start towards this bubble, make his way in. You know what I'm saying? They have, this is the time. Like I definitely tweeted out almost a month ago, as far as like, the way the contracts are looking for this next coming up year. It's going to be hard for some of these teams to keep these super teams together. You know what I mean? So those Miles Turner, Brogdon, Victor Oladipo mesh on these smaller market teams that might not be able to see that later on. Like, you know what I mean? They may be able to figure out some type of what I've been reading lately. They may be able to figure out some sort of provision, not even if they keep the CBA, because CBA most likely is going to be, you know what I mean? Probably, but they might be able to put something in there that'll be able to, get that salary cap to make an advantage for still, make everything still competitive there. But looking at like the revenue shares is not the same for like the Lakers. Lakers getting all those money for high ass tickets. That's not happening. Madison Square Garden example as well. Like those revenue shares are not, being able to be split like that no more without the fans. So very interesting the way everything's going to play out once they do play out. I'm very interested in seeing who gets this play-in game. Like, come on now, like we're getting into this NBA season. We looking at how everything is shaking up, bro. Come on, man. This playing game it's going to be crazy. It's going to be crazy. Like, it's obviously a chance for. Damn, I just went blank. It's obviously a chance for Washington, even though they don't have their stars, Bradley Beal. It's obviously not a chance. It looks like for the Brooklyn Nets. The Brooklyn Nets lost another player, Michael Beasley. Michael Beasley was one of those players that and he lost him for the coronavirus, obviously. But that's probably real positive right there, Big Ragu. You know what I'm saying? Because bro probably was out there doing his thing as he should. You know what I'm saying? You live once. You know what I mean? But I definitely. Since there's been a spike in California, the highest record I think I've seen 11,000 in one day. On pace to do the same thing today. I think it's 5,000 confirmed cases today in California. This shit is crazy. Every day we go. You know what I mean? Like, you got to be mindful that you only live once as well, because you're seeing what's going on around you. You got to be grateful and thankful and all that great stuff. But, live once. Shout out to Michael Beasley, man. He got the coronavirus. He was probably out there living, doing his thing, Shout out to you, bro. But, that's the situation with the Brooklyn Nets, man. That's crazy. Like, I literally seen it first. Someone said that, Brooklyn may not win a freaking game because, all these people are clocking out. You're looking at, some of these players, the way they clocking out, it's like, man, they still getting paid, though. They like, bro, I'm chilling. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm chilling. Fuck this shit. As you should, but like, damn. Brooklyn Nets is looking bad right now. They still gonna have Jared Allen out there, They still gonna have some players out there, but it's gonna be looking pretty bad for them. They could possibly slip out the playoffs, right? They could possibly slip out, and for sure, they could easily get into a play-in game with the Washington Wizards without Bradley Beal. So why not see that? Why not get an Isaac Bonga case and you see why the Lakers always giving up all our damn players? Why we always giving up all our goddamn players? See all them over there on the Wizards watch, fucking start balling out. Even though I did see Thomas Bryant tested positive for the coronavirus too. That's a big loss. They just paid that boy last season. You know what I'm saying? So he would have been like one of those things. Like I said earlier in the season, I thought Thomas Bryant was going to be able to make another push forward. Got a nice little game between him. So, you know, him being out a little bit, that might hurt him. But, you know, like I said, these players that's being tested positive, you know, not James Harden, but, you know, Russell Westbrook, Thomas Bryant, these players may be able to come back because Jokic's already been reported that he's coming back soon. Jokic, Denver Nuggets, play big man, so he's coming back soon. So very interesting there, y'all, man. I appreciate everybody up in here. You know, my guy, Big Ragu, Von Polo, you know, gaming with Von Polo. My guy said, basketball is coming back, baby. Yeah, I can't wait either, bro. It is definitely coming back, bro. I appreciate you, man. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my guy, Big Ragu. A mango test positive for the coronavirus. Also, goddamn, that's crazy. A mango, bro. That's deep. That's deep right there, bro. Damn, that's crazy. What's up with you, gas station sushi? My guy, what's happening with you, bro? Yeah, this gonna be like AAU. Yeah, bro, it's gonna be like AAU, bro, for sure. I was telling my coworker that as well. He's like, you know, have you seen like the arena or anything? I'm like, it's the same arena that you would see, like if you've seen like an AAU or a NBA, little NBA junior camp. You know what I'm saying? Like that's where we're gonna be at. We're gonna be over there. But it's gonna be interesting though. It's gonna be interesting, man, because all these things that's going in is coming at us. We got to catch what we can. You know what I'm saying? I'm definitely not going to be the only person that's going to be out there, you know, giving out his opinion. So I'm definitely going to be thinking about everybody else's opinion as well as I'm making my decisions, because that's the only way to do it. That's why I'm throwing this shit out there. Not for you to be swayed into liking the damn Clippers the first game against the Lakers, but just to keep your eyes like, hey, maybe this is a good edge, or maybe it's not a good edge. Like, I don't know. You know what I mean? Maybe we have to figure that out together. And like I said, I haven't made an official play yet, but at this point, those are my edges, man. I'm telling you, like the strongest lean is Boston. Boston coming out the East. I'm not lying. I've been saying that shit for almost like a month. You know what I'm saying? I've been saying that shit for almost like a month, bro. That's for sure. You know what I'm saying? That's for sure. And I told my wife, like, that might be the one for sure. And, you know, I'm right there with it. You know what I'm saying? I'm right there with it. So shout out to y'all, man. Shout out to everybody out here. Y'all know what it is. It's your boy Chart Wham OG. Wham Talk Wednesdays. We are definitely back, man. We're going to try to make sure we keep this shit consistent. I know I've been out these last 2 weeks. What am I talking about, though? You know what I mean? We have really too much. We don't have that much to talk about. Now we got a lot to talk about. So let's make these happen. We're going to be definitely back on the lounge. I'm trying to get somebody come out. You know, if y'all out there, you know, shout out to you, boy. I'm gonna try to hit some of my players. You know what I'm saying? See what we can do. Get somebody out there. That way y'all won't be just hearing me talk, running my noise and shit. My kids, like, you know how that works. But shout out to everybody, man. Big Ragu, you already know. Member of the Boss and the Sauce. Make sure y'all look out for that, because there's definitely been some college football news that's out there. Notably one, JT Daniels, my guy, USC guy. No, I'll just play. I don't rock with JT Daniels, but he's in the quarterback competition at Georgia. You know them boys out there playing. And you're seeing exactly what's going on as well. Like, I'll break this down a little quick. Like, those teams those conferences doing only conference only. It's the only smart thing to do, but there is a lot of, you know, up in the air with independent teams, and I think they're going to maybe able to. Obviously, you know, a team like Notre Dame is going to be able to figure out how to make this happen. And it probably, you know, even though it's, you know, Pac-12 said that, they probably still get that USC game in there with that Notre Dame. You never know. You know, that might still happen. You know, I wouldn't doubt it. But here we go, y'all. Wham Talk Wednesdays. It's been your boy, Trot Wham OG. I appreciate all y'all for tuning in. Hey, man, Gas Station Sushi, I appreciate you, bro. Man, you know what I mean? I won't count out the Raptors as well, my G. I will not count out the Raptors as well. I'm just not so quick I'm not so quick to think that Kawhi wasn't a big ass part of that shit. So you know what I mean. So I definitely won't count them out though. That's for sure. That's for sure. I won't count them out because they definitely number two, and it is gonna be a battle. I think that's the main reason why I like the Celtics as well, gas stations, because it's gonna be a battle for Toronto to get there, and it's gonna be a battle as well for the Celtics. But I feel like they may be able to get it done quicker and get to the point that they could get to that second spot. It's gonna be hard though, you know what I mean? It's gonna be hard, but they might be able to get to it, you know. They get to the second seed. Ooh, tough, tough, tough. Hey bro, I appreciate y'all though, man. Shout out to not even a shout out, man. I definitely want to give a like a condolences to, you know, a lot of the people that we've been losing lately. You know, not even just them lately, just back then, you know, definitely getting condolences to everyone out there. Noticeably, I lost one of my friends, Kelly Jackson, you feel me, from a car crash. That shit crazy as fuck, you know what I'm saying? Like as far as like how life throws at you. Definitely one of my homies, man. I'll never forget, bro. I was in Long Beach as a young kid. I grew up in Compton, but I went to Long Beach school for the first time. He was definitely one of my first friends. You know, told me around, bro. Cool motherfucker, bro. So I definitely, you know, rest in peace to the homie Kelly Jackson, man. That's my guy for sure. Uh, you know, my dude Rafa from SBR Sports. I heard my man Rafa passed away, man. You definitely not forgotten, my G. You know, prayers to his family. You know, didn't want to end off on a bad note like that, but this shit real out here, y'all. You know what I'm saying? I definitely want everybody to be out there safe. Like I said, it's been crazy spike out here. Y'all be safe out there, man. You know, this been Wham Talk. I love everybody out there, G. You know what I'm saying? Y'all be safe and shit. That's what it is, man. Y'all know what it do. Wham OG, Wham Talk. Yeah, every Wednesday though. Every Wednesday. We ain't gonna end all fucked up like that though. But peace, love, yeah.